fellow collectors. Today we'll be talking about Marvel Legends series Gamerverse Venom 2 from Spider-Man 2. So the Venom looking very nice. Got a couple of accessories. You got that little claws. Very nice. Now on this side we get the Venom from the game, and on the back we expand on that picture and we see that Spider-Man fighting him. And then on this side, we get a little bit of words about the Venom. And on the bottom, lots and lots of words and attention and stuff like that. Now on this side, we have nada, but on this side, we have the UPC code and lots more words. Words. On the top, we get Gamerverse. So let's get it on the scale and see how much it weighs. Okay, Venom is coming in at 1 pound, 11.2 ounces. So let's get him off the scale and out of the box.
Hey, open, damn it, open!
Now to get it out of the box, you just cut the one piece of tape at the top, open it up, and then take the backdrop, and voila, we have Venom in that very nice Spider-Man 2 background. Very cool looking Venom. Now he comes with these accessories here and some very interesting mouth pieces. So that is a very cool looking addition. We get this slobber from the Venom. Very, very nice. Now what can you do with that slobber, you ask? Well, if you take this head, you can take this, run it on through, and then put it in the mouth, and then you got this nice looking slobberous thing there. Very cool. Looks like, you know, his mouth, and he's kind of all that. That is awesome. So yeah, you get this cool thing. You can actually set a figure in and wrap it around the figure. Very nice. Now to get Venom out of the package, push on the back, and there we go. Very, very nice looking Venom. Look at that face and the level of details and the texture of his skin. Very, very cool. Very nice. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. And we see he's got the extra sections for the shoulders, and he has the waist ab crunch, thigh rotation, double bend in the knees, ankles on a rotation here at the boot, and we get this peg hinge for the ankles that go forward and back, a toe bend, and a hole for the stand. Now he has that thigh bend here. He does this much of a split. The forward and back is very nice. Now I was talking about the bend, the swivel that goes back and forward. He also has a ball joint here, so he gets a lot more movement there. And you can see it also has the spider, so when he's normal he'll look like that. When he's extended, not really looking that bad, but they did a pretty good job to get that to look good whenever he bends back like that. Whenever he does that, you do get a little bit of extra, but looks good no matter what. So the head is on a ball joint, like you can see here, and it goes down really good. Right, left, no problem. Up, only so much, but since he looks like that, that's not that bad. As far as his arms go, he knows a nice T-pose. Has a swivel there, has a double bend in the elbows, has a peg hinge that goes around. As I said before, he has this extra piece here that makes those arms go back and a little bit forward. So a very nice looking Venom. Alright, Very, very nice. Now you can replace these hands here with the fists. You get 2 of them. Well, there goes one. But, you know, you just take these and then put the fist in there, but I like having this there. Now this actually plugs into the hand, so you can just take the hand off, take this and then plug it in to the wrist, and now you have that piece there. You know, then take the head and put this one on, and makes a nice looking grab for you. Or which I think it looks nice too. I think it looks better than nice. Now, as far as height, dang, this guy is huge. You were just looking at him and you think, man, he looks big. But if I take my trace there, handy dandy ruler, we see he's coming in like that at 10.5 inches tall, which is very, very nice. Very, very big. Very cool. I like the fact, like I say, comes with this. And if I go grab a Spider-Man, I get him standing up first. Very heavy. So I will put him back here as I go grab one. So if I bring in Spider-Man from No Way Home, the original, as you can tell right here, it's not the remake. You see that Spider-Man can go in here. And, you know, always have a, hey, you can see the extra weight does make the arm go down, but you get enough that if you do something like this, he'll stay up, which is very nice. Pull back a little bit so you get the full effect. It definitely will need a stand, and that will look good. Now if you want to have another Spider-Man coming in here to save the day, you know, you can always have that too. Now that looks very, very nice. You know, definitely looks very cool. Do say see you myself. And you know, if you can get him to stand up by himself without a stand, that's great. I know I will probably need to get a stand, you know, and just get him all positioned to get on the nice way. So if I can, like I say, get him to stand up without a stand, but I think I'll have to use a stand just because he's so heavy, right? Look at that, he's already tilting and everything like that. So let's see. I think I have a stand right here, and there we go. And it's not a Marvel stand, because, you know, they don't really make those like that. I wish they did, just the little round circular ones, and maybe even a second one, you know, which would be nice. Just give them a little bit more oomph in that stance, and maybe we'll see if I can get it to where he's standing nice. That would be very cool. Right? See, that's the problem. So I take the stand, get it there, maybe get there. It's just a lot of weight, right? Just a lot of weight. Maybe I can get him to use that toe bend for use that a little bit there. I might be able to get a little bit better pose, right? We'll get it eventually. So remember, as always, to like, subscribe, and keep